Hello, inclusive leaders. Welcome to a very special pop-up edition of Lead at Any Level Live. I'm so happy to have you with me. Please let me know in the comments where you're viewing from. Now, you may notice that today I am not in my office and I do not have my beautiful green screen background and I look a mess. And there's a reason for that, and I'll explain all of that in just a minute. Let me talk a little bit about why I'm coming to you today and what this thing is in the corner. Why I'm coming to you today instead of yesterday is my family had a bit of a health crisis, a bit of a medical emergency while we were on vacation last week. And as it turns out, everything is resolved, but we didn't know it was going to be that way. I'm going to get into that, a little bit of an update in a minute. I have a lot of people I want to say thank you to for their help and support and prayers. And oh my gosh, just amazing people in my life. I would probably cry. I'm going to try not to, but I will probably cry. But then I want to talk to you specifically, your takeaway beyond, hey, we're okay now, is why you should hire a National Speakers Association affiliated speaker. And if you are a speaker, why you should be affiliated with National Speakers Association. And I want to talk about that for a couple of different reasons. The first is, there are some really important reasons why you might want to hire an NSA speaker, professional speaker who does this for a job. But there are also some personal reasons why I think it's important. So let me give you first, welcome again for those just joining. If you want to post a comment, let me know where you're coming from. I would love to hear from you, who's here, who's watching, where you are in the world. So let me get this out of the way. First of all, the video this week was supposed to be to promote my upcoming webinar. It's on July 12th. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm so brain fried. I don't even remember what time this webinar is, but if you go right here, oops, something just happened. And I don't know what that something is, but it isn't good. Hold on. I've lost my mouse, I've lost all my things. I don't know what happened. Okay. I've got a lot of problems this week, folks. Sorry. New computer that isn't exactly as good as the one that I had to send away for repairs. A lot of things are going on. Okay. So this right there, I'm not good at this. Although I have to say, I saw Rachel Maddow doing the same thing last night. So I feel like I'm in good company that I can't figure out where things are on the pop-up screen. If you scan this QR code, or if you click this link, which I will try to get into. Hi. Oh, thank you. Whoever's on LinkedIn from Cincinnati, I appreciate you and your prayers. Thank you so much. Okay, so like I said, the purpose of this this week was supposed to be to invite you to the webinar coming up. It's a book launch party. I don't have a copy of the book to show you because I wasn't planning on being here today, but I don't have a copy of the book to show you. But I have a new book called Surviving the Labor Crisis. And it's all about the urgent case for inclusive leadership. It's a very short book. It's very, very short. And I don't want you to buy it. I want to give it to you for free. I want to make it my gift to you. You can get it for free by going here, taking a picture with your phone and registering for the webinar. Go to the link that is down here. and register for the webinar there. You can also download a free copy from my website, leadatanylevel.com. There should be a way to do that there with a little button, and you put in your email and it'll just zap it magically to your inbox. So I want to invite you all to that. Please come. I'm going to try to make it a lot of fun, really insightful, really engaging, and with some extra freebies along the way. Freebies include not just a digital copy of the book, but also SHRM recertification credit for those of you who are SHRM certified and need recertification hours toward your SHRM certification. I will also be giving away some other books and other goodies as well. So you'll definitely want to come. If you say, gosh, Amy, because I've gotten this email a few times, I would love to come celebrate your book launch with you. But alas, I have plans at that hour. That's okay. It's from 11:30 to 1 on the 12th. My brain's working weird this week. But I'm really busy from 11:30 to 1 on July 12th. Will it be available for replay? And the short answer is yes. And the long answer is yes. If you register, you will be able to see the replay of the event for some specified number of days that I haven't figured out yet, probably 7 days. So go ahead and register, even if you can't be there live, and you will get all of the information, and you will be, eligible for the free book and the SHRM certification credits and all that jazz. However, if you want the gifts that I'm going to provide, you have to be present to win the physical gifts, because I'm going to need to have your address and all that stuff, and I want to give those away live. So please join me here or here, and we'll do that. Okay, so now that we're caught up on that, let me talk to you a little bit about why. Amy, if you're working, why does it look like you're in paradise? I totally am. And Amy, if you're in paradise, why are you working? I totally am. So let me explain that. My family and I, my immediate family, my husband and 2 of my 3 children, came down to Florida last week. Oh gosh, I don't even remember what day. I think we got here on Saturday, a week ago Saturday. For vacation. My husband fell ill. He went to an urgent care. They promptly checked him into told him to send him to the ER. ER put him in the hospital, and he was there for a week, a full week in the hospital while we were on our full week of vacation. And I'm sorry for all the background noise. The light inside is terrible and the noise outside is terrible, so I went with good light. So anyway, he was in the hospital for about a week, and there were a couple of days in there where we were told that he was going to need a really extensive, painful, invasive, awful surgery. And I'm not going to lie, I freaked out a little bit, because here I am 1,000 miles from home. I've got 2 kids who, were amazing, by the way. But I only had accommodations for, a week, and he was going to be in the hospital, and I didn't want to leave him stranded, and I didn't want to leave, it was a lot. So the first thing I want to do is say, my husband is now fine. He is home without me, and without our kids, without 2 of our 3 kids. But he is home, and he, by all appearances, is doing okay. So we are out of the woods there. So everybody that sent up prayers, everybody that sent healing energy, everybody, whatever persuasion you are, that you sent some manner of support or magic to us, we appreciate it. He seems to be on a good health path now. But in the middle of all of that, I was trying to figure out how I could stay longer and how I could coordinate everything I needed to coordinate without having access to all of the things I normally have, which are at home. So let me tell you about my amazing family. My kids were phenomenal. My 21-year-old picked him up from the airport late last night, took him to the hospital up there, did everything I asked. It's just amazing. My mother-in-law drove from her house to our house, which was about 4 hours, to be there to help out and make sure that he got the care that he needed. My father-in-law and stepmother-in-law flew my kids home. Actually just took care of air travel so my kids could fly home. And my best friend picked them up at the airport. Thank you, Katie. She picked them up at the airport and drove them, however many hours from the airport to where my parents live. My parents have my kids right now and are showing them a great time. My sister-in-law arranged for air travel for my husband so he could get home, because I just wasn't in a place where I could think about it. We had so much family support, and I'm just so grateful to all of my family. Thank you so much. All of Scott's family, thank you so much for being there for us, and for dealing with all of the fluidity and fluctuations and changes of the situation as they were occurring in real time, and sharing in our confusion and frustration along the way. There were also a number of strangers down here where we're vacationing. Strangers who were so supportive and wonderful, people whose names I didn't even get, saw how upset I was, just hugged me and prayed for me in real time. My team, my Lead at Any Level team, has been phenomenal in offering assistance and, just doing what needs to be done so that I can be where I need to be. But there's another group I want to talk to you about, and that's the community of professional speakers in National Speakers Association. Now, I went to ChatGPT because I wanted to see what ChatGPT would tell me about why you should hire an NSA speaker. And so here goes. Here's what ChatGPT had to say. Hiring A National Speakers Association or NSA affiliated speaker can provide several benefits and advantages for your event or organization. Here are 4 reasons to consider hiring an NSA speaker. Expertise and knowledge, number 1. NSA speakers are renowned experts in their fields and possess a wealth of knowledge and experience. They have honed their skills through extensive research, practical application, and years of public speaking engagements. By hiring an NSA speaker, you can tap into their deep expertise, gaining valuable insights and perspectives that can enlighten and educate your audience. Whether it's business strategy, leadership development, sales, techniques, or any other topic, there is an NSA speaker that can meet your needs at a high level and with a great deal of professionalism. My teleprompter is running too slow, and I am sorry for that. The second is engaging in dynamic presentations. NSA speakers really hone their craft, and they want to do the best job they can for you, and they're going to do everything they can to meet the needs of your audience with an engaging and enlightening session. Number 3 is about ethics, I think, and number 4 is about all of the amazing things they can do for you. But here's what ChatGPT cannot tell you about NSA speakers. And that is that they are some of the most compassionate, organized, thoughtful, caring, generous people that exist. When I knew I needed help, or when I thought I needed help, and this was no small ask. This was, I may need to stay here for a month to help manage my husband's care. Can someone help me? Is basically what I put in a Facebook group with my speaker colleagues. And within moments, I had offers from people that I knew very well, people I had worked with in the past, people I'd never even met, offering me sofas, guest rooms, showers, support, connections, travel agents and travel support. Several people asked me for my Venmo so they could help me with the incidentals while I'm here the extra week. I had a room for an extra week. I went ahead and did that, but I thought I was going to be here much longer. These folks just sprang into action. And not only that, they didn't just say, how can I help? They offered specific help. Jeff Nally and Kathy Fyock offered to coordinate logistics down here for me so that all of the thinking and processing and trying to organize information could be handled outside of my brain and with their 2 very capable brains. And they were kind of the lightning rods for all of the people offering support locally. Thank you, Kathy and Jeff. I'm so glad I didn't need to use those resources. I'm so grateful you were here to help me with them. Jess Pettit, who I've worked with a couple of times, and she's just phenomenal. She's on a vacation in Europe, and she was on the phone, working the phones, and she called and she's like, here's my travel agent, and I've got these million resources. Tell me what you need, and I will put it together for you. This is what I have. I mean, just incredible. Even though she's on vacation herself and should just be enjoying like tapas and sangria probably. But no, she was here for me, even though she's in Spain. I know I'm forgetting people, and I'm so sorry. Kara Saletto and Annie Starblood, thank you for the gifts that you sent me. I appreciate it. I promise to put them to good use. I had to buy some work clothes while I'm here. I'm probably going to have to buy some computer peripherals because this ain't working. And I appreciate your help. Pam Burks and other people, I'm sorry, it's just so many, but thank you for, specific offers of rides and, all the things. It's been overwhelming. And so if you are looking for a speaker, if you are looking for an expert for your organization, for your association, your conference, your corporate event, your training, you cannot do better than the folks at National Speakers Association. They are just some of the best people I know. And I don't want to discount all the other folks that helped, but I'm going to tell you, this concentrated community, I just knew I could just hand it to them. They would handle it. And so I'm so grateful. Thank you. NSA. Oh, and the foundation even contacted me. Somebody contacted the foundation on my behalf. If I needed significant help, the speakers have formed a foundation where they actually we pool money. And then when speakers are in trouble somewhere and need help, in a disaster or a personal crisis, the foundation can offer a hand. So I'm so glad that I didn't need to use most of those resources. I'm glad that they can be put in reserve now for someone who is facing a bigger crisis than I ended up facing. But I'm so grateful to my NSA colleagues. If you are a professional speaker or you desire to become a professional speaker, I want to tell you why I joined NSA in the first place. When I started this work, I had no idea what I was doing. I was literally Googling, how do you speak at conferences? And trying to figure it out on my own. And when I reached out to a couple of speakers at conferences that I was also speaking at, the ones who responded, who said, yes, I'd love to meet you for coffee, let's chat. The ones who said, oh, you're new, let me help you. The ones who said, oh, my gosh, you don't know what you're doing. Here are the next 5 things you need to do. And then they all ended with, and you should join National Speakers Association. And after I got that message from 4 people who just poured into me and also listened to my coach, Kathy Fyack, who had been telling me that for a few months, and also all of the other people who had been telling me, but when I saw who is in this organization and the wealth of experience and the wealth of expertise and the amazing spirit of giving that they all seem to have. I'm sure there's a bad one in there somewhere, but I haven't found them yet, and I've been looking. Um, I'm going to tell you, there is no better place for you to be as a professional speaker, to get the skills, to get the business know-how, to get the connections, and to get the inside scoop on how to run a business like this. It's not easy. It's not like other businesses. We don't. It's a whole different world. And so, if you're looking to hire a speaker, please start with NSA Speakers. You can find them, I believe, at nsaspeakers.org, and there's a whole roster of folks who can help you with whatever you need. If that need is something that I speak on, I would love to help you as well. Sorry about this. He's just right out here with a weed eater right now. But anyway, that's all I've got. Thank you all again. Everybody who offered support, gave support, sent anything, made a connection, or just stood at the ready in case I needed to activate you. Thank you so much. I am so grateful for this amazing network of people, this amazing community of speakers, my incredible family, and for you for tuning in and for being a part of what I'm trying to build here. Thank you so much. I hope you will join me next week. Is it next week? 2 weeks? July 12th, whenever that is. I've totally lost track of days. But join me on July 12th for the Labor Crisis book launch webinar. I think he's just trying now to be loud. For the Labor Crisis book launch webinar, we're going to have fun. We're going to have some giveaways. We're going to have a really good time. And you can earn SHRM continuing education credit along the way. And with that, I will give you some time back. Thank you for hanging with me at kind of a weird time slot on the wrong day at the wrong time with the wrong environment and all of that. But I truly appreciate all of you. Thank you all so much. And I hope that you enjoy the same level of community support should you ever be in need of it. Bye.